Welcome back to Emirates News. Our top story tonight.
Hello and welcome to this special episode of Emirates 24/7.
Coming to you live from Paris, the voting is in the third and final round.
We're coming to you direct from the World Economic Forum's Summit on the Global Agenda.
Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
It's a pleasure to talk to you, Katie.
Now, it's quite an interesting contrast to another recent film you've done.
I mean, education and unemployment were certainly two of the key triggers in the reasons for the Arab Spring, and it's something the World Bank has called for many times to be addressed. Do you think we've seen enough of these changes happen in terms of improving education right across the region?
Absolutely, and obviously tightening up the infrastructure is key, but surely we could do this at the same time. Surely we could introduce these tobacco taxes, increase that, and tackle the counterfeit problem. Two men accused of taking part in a massive international drug smuggling ring have been arrested in Dubai.
98% of breast cancer cases, if detected early enough, can be treated and completely cured. So wherever you are in the UAE this week, make sure you come on down to the Pink Caravan. It might just save your life.
As former US President John F. Kennedy once said, change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or the present are sure to miss out on the future.
Are you going to be speaking with the boys about coming back to this part of the world soon then?
Here on the helipad at the top of the Burj Al Arab, it really does feel like you're on the top of the world. It is a magnificent backdrop, and many of the guests staying in the Royal Suite, they do like to arrive by helicopter. They roll out the red carpet, quite literally. They have butlers either side greeting them. It's a one-of-a-kind, only in Dubai experience. So the experts say to travel at busy times and to travel often. But what if that's just not possible? Well, there is a shortcut to becoming a high flyer.
It's good news for Trekkie fans. The latest Star Trek trailer has been released and gives a further sneak peek at some of Dubai's most popular locations.
In the Middle East, the figures are frightening. Now, of course, these new children need basic needs met, things like shelter, things like food, but there's also major concerns about lack of education, about being exposed to a lot of violence as well. What kind of situation are we looking at?
Recently, you collaborated with Van Morrison. Doesn't get much bigger than that. What was it like working with him, and did he give you any advice?
There's no one alive I wanted to work with more, really.
And staying on the US, the country is expected to announce an end to its latest stimulus program on Wednesday.
Dubai One's coverage of the Dubai International Film Festival starts now. Something went wrong there.
So you feel subsidies are still an important part of GCC life, then should they potentially be calculated, say on somebody's income, if you are above a certain income bracket, perhaps you don't have access to the subsidies or a lesser extent?
I think that would make sense.
The fridges have now spread to other Emirates like Abu Dhabi, Sharjah and even Ajman. So with so many people opening their hearts and fridges during Ramadan, the big question is whether we can expand this initiative into a summer-long or even a year-long initiative. Katie Fielder, Emirates News.